Well, the state DNR approved a large-scale dredging project to begin on Lake Lemon later this year. Proponents say it's necessary to help stave off sediment flow that will eventually ruin the lake. But not everyone is on board with the plan. Adam Pinsker reports.
Right now it's probably a foot and a half.
Lake Lemon District Manager Adam Casey shows us how the lake is literally disappearing from under his eyes.
We've lost about 200 acres that were originally a lake that are now forested and scrub wetland, which are trees, shrubs, upland species.
That's why the Lake Lemon Conservancy District, established in 1995 to manage the lake, wants to remove 120,000 cubic yards of sediment from the lake bed.
So a dredging project of this scale has never been done.
To understand why it needs to be done, Casey says you have to look at Lake Lemon's history. It was formed in the 1950s on what was then Bean Blossom Creek, and it served as Bloomington's water source before Lake Monroe.
Anytime you take a creek and dam it up, Mother Nature wants to get it back to its natural state, which is a creek.
Casey says man-made lakes are more prone to sedimentation than natural lakes. In addition, changing weather conditions such as extreme freezes and thaws have loosened the soil around the lake even more, increasing the runoff into the lake.
When the lake was initially formed, it only had a nominal life expectancy of 120 years. And that's utilizing as a reservoir, but that's assuming that no maintenance was taking place.
The Lake Lemon Conservancy District is a taxing authority. Property taxes and user fees it collects from people who frequent the lake's parks and facilities go towards the maintenance of the lake. The district sold a $1.2 million bond to purchase a site where the dredged sediment will be deposited.
The site is located on South Shore Drive in Brown County, about a half-mile east of the county line on South Shore Drive.
But another site, a 17-acre overflow pond across from the lake, concerns lake residents, or freeholders as they are known.
I support the sediment management project. I support the full utilization of the land-based site. I am only opposed to using this overflow pond the way it's proposed in that document.
Dredge Disposal Area 1 is located in an adjacent agricultural.
In late April, dozens of residents spoke out against the Conservancy's plans in a meeting hosted by DNR as part of the dredging permit application process. Some were worried that depositing sediment into the overflow pond will attract snakes and insects into their neighborhood.
The trees are going to come in, they're going to start growing up. In a few years, we won't even have a view of the lake. We'll be completely walled in with a swampy forest.
Casey says the overflow pond was chosen because it is much closer to the lake, so transporting the sediment will be easy.
The reason we're looking at this pond is, one, its ease of access, it has a high volume capacity, and essentially it's already formed. There's berms on all sides of it.
At a board meeting last month, the Conservancy voted to use its land-based parcel of land first and only use the overflow pond if the other site fills up. If all goes as planned, a hydraulic dredging machine will be brought in to increase efficiency of the project.
What we do right now is mechanical dredging, where we have an excavator attached to a floating barge and it's scoop by scoop. It's a pretty slow process.
Casey says the project affects more than just the people who live near the lake. Lake Lemon is a popular summer destination for people all around Indiana, and it's also home to IU's rowing team and tons of waterfowl.
We have at least 2 breeding pair of eagles, lots of juveniles around. We've actually had pelicans stopping through, herons, all kinds of stuff out here.
For Casey, who studied water management at IU, completing this project and saving the lake is personal.
It's a beautiful spot, and it's really a culmination of my education and passion.
For Indiana News Desk, I'm Adam Pinsker.
Now, preparations for the dredging project begin this fall, but sediment removal won't take place until next spring.